are underway in the Bay Area. Colorado Springs Switchbacks from right to left in the blue. Oakland Roots from left to right in the black. Happy to have you with us this evening. Back for Kuzminsky getting the start tonight over Herrera. Almost given away at the back. Here's James Musa. Had some injuries that cost him chunks of this season, Musa. Only making his 7th start of the season, 8th appearance overall tonight. Williams, end line, cuts it in front for Foster! What a start on the road for the Switchbacks! Maalique Foster nets another.
Starts from back to front. Magee drops in, but look at the overload. This run from a deep line position for Speedy Williams is so hard to mark up. And as he draws out Danny Barbir, there needs to be better in terms of rotation between the Oakland Roots. The back line is retreating, so there's a soft spot for the cutback. About 8 yards out, Maalique Foster makes no mistake about the finish, and the dance moves to go with it. We'll work on that later.
And he wants to not only score one, but score more. Pointing to so many missed opportunities this season. Phoenix game on the road, he felt they could have scored a few. Just to point out one of them. Now here's Memo Diaz the other way. Diaz! That's why you need some insurance if you're the Switchbacks. Memo Diaz ties it at 1.
Ability to unlock opposition. Trayvon Reed, he brings in Skundrich. That leaves a big gaping hole on the back end. Memo Diaz doesn't need a second invitation to pull apart and get himself in that final third. Plethora of options. He picks up his head. He has Peláez making a central run. He says, I see you, I don't need you, and take nothing away from the finish. 10 out of 10 for the celebration.
Try to lock them down. They try to force turnovers. It was very noticeable in their win over Vegas. It was very noticeable in their win over El Paso. And again here tonight, Klimenta cuts it and strikes it. It's saved by Kuzminsky. Barbir. Looking at goal, Barbir. Not often you get that much space as a center back. When you do, the eyes get wide.
I do think for the Switchbacks, you just need to get on the ball just a tiny bit more between these two players, Chapman and Speedy Williams. Slow the game down. It's been all one-way traffic since you scored that goal.
Maalique Foster, who had that goal back in the 5th minute. Williams squeaks it through for Skundrich. Magee on the turn to Hada, back for Magee! Brilliant build-up from the Switchbacks, who have the lead again.
This one back and show his team, say this is what we're capable. Chapman into Magee, into Tejada, back to Magee. Not even a courtesy dive for Pablo and Chip because you can't. He hits it so clean, he hits it so pure. Placement to perfection. Movement off the ball. Has to be one of the goals of the season for the Switchbacks. Everyone understands their role playing between lines.
At the end of this first half. Cedeño comes through with it. Cedeño just wide.
Playing between lines, he continues his run. Yes, he gets a bit lucky. You're asking for a bit of composure. Only slotted into that near post. It's 2-2. Does Kuzminsky get a touch on it? That's my question. Just miss, hits it, scuffs and pulls it a bit too wide. Yes, it's
balls for Gomez. Now Cedeño. Jeciel Cedeño, give and go, end line. He goes down. Penalty. A chance to level from 12 yards out for the Roots.
Watch the hips, and as the ball gets by Fieldberg, he turns with the ball. That's defending 101. You need to turn with the runner. You never want to get caught ball watching, but as Speedy Williams comes across for emergency defending, I'll be honest, I think Cedeño dives into it.
Kuzminsky will try to stop it. Peláez to tie it. Well done. Level again here at Pioneer Stadium at 2 right before the half.
A little stutter step to hop right before he kicks it, sends Kuzminsky the wrong way. picks a spot and executes it to perfection. Peláez, and we mentioned it, Joe, you get him going, you get him seeing the ball hit the back of the net, and get him confident.
So this game has mirrored that one. The finishing has just been better, and we've got 4 goals in the first half. And that's all we'll see in this first half. There is the whistle to end it. What a half it was. Colorado Springs won't be happy that they... Tejada. Magee for the second time tonight. Tyreek Magee blasts one, and the Switchbacks are ahead for a 3rd time.
For the Oakland Roots, you see Tyreek Magee gets pulled apart. Him and Gomez caught on the same side. That's a big no-no for center midfielders, but take nothing away from this fantastic finish from Magee.
Through Skundrich. Taken by Mahoney. Foster. Now Skundrich right to Blanchet in the end. If that sliced the other way, it's in. It's going to set up a free kick here for the Switchbacks. Try and add to the lead. To make it 4-2. It skips in on Blanchet, and he almost dropped it. Curled in, headed on, and saved by Kuzminsky. First chance they've had in a while, Oakland.
The overload on the back post. Klimenta does everything right. Tries to head it down, back across where it came from. Good header, even better save from Kuzminsky.
Prentice kept it in. And there's the final whistle. Colorado Springs with a massive victory on the road.